7, 6,
And these are like the ice trucks that they keep talking about. The ice trucks,
9
the
and
ones
20
that
miles
are
today,
arresting
4,
the illegal
11,
immigrants,
17
and then
to
they
32
deport
the
them.
day
They're
before.
arresting them in these trucks.
Boot, moving up and down again. There's no discharge in the war. Don't look at what's in front of you. Boot.
Crazy. That looks like from like a movie. Okay, this one.
So what I learned today is a lot of y'all you don't care about your history. You don't care about the people that made sacrifices for you to be able to be where you are today, to be able to do the things that you're able to do, to be able to have the opportunities that you're able to have. You don't care about it. I just got off the phone with my mom, who just got off the phone with her mom, my grandmother, who she had to console because she was boo-hoo crying, and my mom didn't realize why. My grandmother was crying because she had saw the news that the orange man in charge had just put an executive order to repeal the Equal Opportunity Employment Act of the Civil Rights Act of 1965. Now, I understand before that executive order was placed, that stood for over 50 years. An employer could literally tell you to your face, I'm sorry, I don't hire black people. I don't hire women. And no consequences. They could literally be just that discriminatory towards people. And the reason that it upset my grandmother so much is because she remembers my great-grandmother and great-grandfather, her parents, the sacrifices, the marching, the hard working, the speaking out and trying to help change, trying to help get these opportunities for us, and the sacrifices these people made to their own families, not being around their families sometimes because they were fighting for the good of us as a people, as a whole. And all this time later, to see what you might think is trivial, what you might think is small, to see something that they worked, sacrificed, clawed, and scratched for be taken away by the stroke of a pen. And all because a few of us, not saying a lot of us, a few of us, because it was 92% and 80%. But every one of us counts. And
imagine those grandparents or elder people that marched for this law to exist and then still living to see it be revoked. That must be crazy. And 6 years back, some places in America, there were still people that were enslaved. Imagine all of that, and then to see and still living today and watching all of this happen now.
A few of us decided a little bit of money was more important than preserving our history, than preserving the things that we fought for, to be able to have opportunities in this place. It's just sad, man. It's sad that, the further we get away from those times, the further our elders pass away and leave this world, and we aren't taught the things we need to be taught, and the knowledge isn't passed on to us. The further we get from that, the more and more easily it's going to be for us for things to roll back and go back in that direction. And I mean, it's unfortunate.
It's crazy.
Okay, so I'm going to try to make this video as quick as possible because I know that everybody has really bad short attention spans thanks to TikToks and other apps. So if you don't listen to any video that I have posted, please listen to this one, okay? So couple years back, probably 2-3 years ago, Kanye makes a couple of comments. I don't remember the comments, but he makes a couple of comments regarding the Jewish community. The Jewish community finds out about these comments and they deem it anti-Semitic. They deem the comments anti-Semitic, therefore they deem Kanye the man anti-Semitic, okay? Because they deem him anti-Semitic, they start to say that anything that is affiliated with Kanye is also anti-Semitic and is supporting anti-Semitism, okay? So all of his brand deals, i.e. his money, starts to pull away from him. They start dropping him. He loses his Adidas deal. He goes from $2 billion status to $400 million in what it looks like overnight in the blink of a fucking eye.
And that's crazy. I remember, and he has not. I don't feel like he has recovered from that since. Like he has been able to, like he's made some drops, some music that has been quite good, done well, but he hasn't been able to fully recover from it. None of it.
Because this group of people said that he was anti-Semitic. 2 days ago, 48 hours, this man got up on national TV and did the Nazi salute. If there's any group in America that can make Elon lose his billionaire status overnight, it is the Jewish community. Yet, the Jewish community was seen cheering him on and instead giving excuses, trying to excuse what this man did, which, honest to God, is a call for action. It is a call for action. The Jewish community literally has the power to make this man lose his money. If he loses his money, he loses the control. If he loses the control, he can't really be an active member in this oligarchy that he's setting up that is here. But they're silent. They're silent. Let that sink in. Because had it been a black person, had it been a white person, not a white person, sorry, had it been a Mexican, a Hispanic, an Asian, best believe their voices would be just as loud today as it was when it was Kanye.